Vietnam-Kuwait ties upgraded to strategic partnership.
UN Security Council approves temporary international force for Gaza.
Great National Unity Festival in the first year of two-tier local government model.
Hello everyone, you are watching today's news on NTV channel. My name is Đăng. Let's get started. Prime Minister Phạm and Kuwaiti Prime Minister have agreed to upgrade bilateral relations to strategic partnership while aligning its major orientation to advance Vietnam-Kuwait relations in a stronger, more comprehensive and sustainable manner.
The agreement was announced during Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh official visit to Kuwait, marking the first visit of a Vietnamese leader to Kuwait in 16 years. During their talks, the two leaders assessed that bilateral relations have developed substantially across various fields, particularly trade, investment, energy, education, and labor. Recognizing the new stage of development and potentials, the two prime ministers agreed to upgrade the bilateral relationship to a strategic partnership. Based on mutual potential and complementary interests, both sides agreed to consider economic, trade and investment as key cooperation pillars. The two sides aim to increase two-way turnover to 12 to 15 billion USD by 2030. Promote negotiations on Vietnam GCCFTA and a potential Vietnam-Kuwait Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement.
The UN Security Council has adopted a resolution to establish an international force in Gaza with 13 votes in favor and none against, marking a significant step toward restoring order and protecting civilians in the conflict zone.
Sponsored by the United States, the resolution is seen as opening a new path for Middle East peace and facilitating humanitarian support and reconstruction in Gaza. Russia, which had previously signaled possible opposition, ultimately abstained, allowing the resolution to pass. Accordingly, the International Stabilization Force, ISF, will coordinate with Egypt, Israel, and newly trained Palestinian police to secure border areas, protect aid corridors, and disarm non-state armed groups. A transitional governing body called the Peace Council, with U.S. President Donald Trump as honorary chairman, will be established until the end of 2027. The resolution also mentions the possibility of forming Palestinian state once conditions for reform and reconstruction are met, laying a foundation for advancing Palestinian self-determination in the future.
France and Ukraine have signed a landmark 10-year security treaty, paving the way for Kyiv to acquire new French defense equipment with a focus on nearly 100 Rafale fighter jets to modernize Ukraine's air force.
The signing ceremony took place at France's Villacoublay Air Base between President Zelensky and Emmanuel Macron. The treaty specifies that France will provide long-term support to Ukraine through both Rafale stockpiles and new procurement programs, as well as access to the SAMP-T air defense system, radar, and drones. Zelensky called it a historic agreement, significantly boosting Ukraine's combat and defense capabilities in line with the goal of building a 250-fighter Western Standard Air Fleet. Meanwhile, Macron emphasized that this is a new step in ensuring security for Ukraine and Europe. The Ukraine-France treaty was signed shortly after Sweden formally committed to supplying up to 150 JAS-39 Gripen fighter jets under an estimated $12 United States -15 billion agreement with Ukraine.
Coming up next are some of the news.
Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh issued directive urging localities from Ha Tin to Con Hoa and the Central Highlands to urgently respond to and mitigate the consequences of heavy rains and floods that caused deep inundation, landslides. 14 deaths are missing, and 19 injuries. The directive emphasizes that safeguarding people's lives is the highest priority. It calls for maximum mobilization of military, police, and local forces to reach isolated areas, conduct search and rescue, and evacuate people from dangerous zones. Ministries and agencies are tasked with closely monitoring developments, providing timely support, ensuring security and order, caring for citizens' lives and quickly restoring production. Infrastructure, electricity, telecommunications, health and education after the floods.
The standing government agreed in principle with the proposal to study and invest in constructing the Red River Landscape Boulevard. With a research scope of about 11.000 hectares and total capital of 338 billion Vietnamese dongs, aiming to establish a socio-economic development corridor for the capital. This is one of the strategic infrastructure projects. Alongside the Olympic sports urban area, the road connecting Gia Binh Airport and Cross Red River bridges, aiming to create the Red River Miracle and contribute to the 11% growth target for the 2026 to 2030 period. The committee emphasized that the project must meet standards of civilized, green, clean, beautiful, safe, modern, efficiently utilize ground, water, underground, and elevated spaces while creating livelihoods, job and improve people's lives.
Nagayan People's Committee issued a decision adjusting the medium-term public investment plan for 2021 to 2025 and the 2025 capital plan. Accordingly, the entire 2025 capital plan for 8 old districts, Dien Chau, Nam Dan, Nia Dan, Tuam Buang, Tan Ki, Gi Loc, Du Luong, and Queen Lu, will be transferred to provincial level budget to focus on investing in large-scale or inter-district projects. The province also decided to allocate an additional 533.863 billion Vietnamese dongs to commune budgets to implement assigned projects. Focusing funds on key projects and strongly supplementing commune budgets is expected to significantly improve infrastructure and boost socio-economic development in the coming time.
The Great National Unity Festival has become a deeply meaningful social event. It's not only an occasion for people to gather and strengthen neighborly bonds, but also a democratic forum connecting citizens with the party and the government. This year, the festival is especially significant as it takes place in the first year of implementing the two-tier local government model, creating more space for the government to be closer to the people, listen to them, and strengthen community ties.
With nearly 130 households, Pha Lam village is now a model of Tam Tai commune for preserving Hmong culture and costume. Setting aside flood aftermath, the village was bustling with the Great National Unity Festival, featuring unique cultural performances and folk games like ball tossing, traditional singing, and bullfighting.
There are many new features in the Great Unity Festival. After the commune merger and implementation of the two-tier government model, the local administration pays great attention to the lives of the people.
From the mountains to the lowlands, the Great National Unity Festival has attracted more participants, giving it strong vitality and impact. This year, the festival takes place in the first year of the two-tier local government model. Activities connecting government, fatherland front and people are strengthened, reflecting a government being close to the people, listening to the people, and serving the people.
The Great National Unity Festival in our hamlet is organized by the commune with the participation of provincial delegation. This is a great honor and pride for the local people. Everyone feel very excited. The Great National Unity Festival has affirmed the value of connection, solidarity, contribution, and sharing, helping each other overcome difficulties, natural disasters, and floods, while also encouraging all population and the political system to overcome challenges in building the two-tier local government. The festival also serves as a platform to effectively implement the party's and state's guidelines and policies in the coming period.
With its diverse and practical activities, the Great National Unity Festival not only contributes to preserving cultural identity but also fosters a spirit of democracy, consensus, and public trust. This provides a solid foundation for building a unified national community, working together to develop Nghệ An into a prosperous, beautiful, and civilized province.
This is the end of the show today. Thank you for watching.